they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 3. Check.
Half 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Bunch set. Bunch set.
Alert.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 9.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike now. You wide 8. You go night night. White Monday down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Nine's the mic. Express. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Mike 57-34. Come on, D.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
180. Yeah, baby. We're good. 180.
On play action, now Carr. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
3 buzz. Check your hot read.
They'll run for it with Hines.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. On the move to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Right there, all day, baby.
Once more, Montgomery. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Montgomery. And this time he is in.
Yes.
David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, you wide 8-8.
Watch the run. 29. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Carr.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30.
How you like me now?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr gonna throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy. Territory.
All day, baby, all day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Express.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Express. 29.
Guys, it's game
29.
Let's go.
Carr now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
He's got it. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Allen's throw complete here to Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10.
They're running it.
31.
Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
31. Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the screen pass. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another
touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To the air, Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Not today.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Hey, 4 down.
Check 24, check 4.
From the 45 on second down, Carr escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
40. 46. Squeeze, double.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Carr. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jets, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.